injured here. 2v2 Golgotha Depths. We have blue team of Spirit, playing under the name Derp as a force commander. Fights in melee, offensive, has a few buffs. Pretty versatile going into tier 2. Alongside ccXIII, playing under the name Zerq as a warp spider Exarch, teleporting commander. Fights range by default. Very annoying all-round commander. Red team, we have Edtjuh as a Lord General, ranged commander, has a retinue of stormtroopers, lots of support and defense. And Dirkradix as a Inquisitor, offensive, can fight melee or range, lots of snares and stuns. 3 VPs as always then. Natural for blue in the southwest, natural for red in the northeast, and one right in the centre. Pretty nice 2v2 map. We have double guardsmen on the field for Edtjuh, trying to shoot down this power node. Lord General heads to the centre. Warp Spider Exarch already taken damage. Here comes the Inquisitor, Hammer of the Witches on the Warp Spider Exarch, which damages and stuns. Warp Spider manages to teleport away into cover. Shows an experienced player, doesn't just teleport into the open. Scouts taking pot shots at guardsmen, taking out models here. They've lost 2, might lose another before they finish the cap and do. Now retreated by Dirkradix. Force commander forced off by a sentinel tier 1 vehicle. Can decap points but cannot cap them. The Inquisitor in melee with these marines. May see her get a Holy Brazier in tier 1. We will see, taking quite a lot of damage here. Scouts in the building, double scouts for Derp. Can't see if they have any upgrades because they're in the building. Dirkradix moving the Inquisitor out of range behind the corner of this building. Wants to get off Hammer of the Witches and just gets away. Took out our scout model with that, I think. Edtjuh has control of the south. Here come Guardians, managed to decap and now manages to cap this power. Sergeants all round for the Guardsman squads as you'd expect. Red takes centre, 2-to-1 cap for them then. Force commander chasing these Guardsmen with his bolt pistol and chainsword. Guardsmen are pathetic in melee. Take the building. Spirit doesn't have any building counters yet. Garrison counters, I should say. Is going to decap this wreck point, I think. Guardsmen get out of the building so they can fire at these tacticals. They are under battle cry, which is the starting ability of the force commander, buffing their damage. Did decap then. Tacticals really want to finish off that sentinel, I think. Sentinel is a vehicle, but it only has heavy armor, so small arms fire does damage it. Edtjuh has been forced off the south side. Healing up at base, has Kadashan Devils on the field now. Guardsmen fixing up the Sentinel, down to 4 members. And the chainsword kills another. Special attack there is a shame, could have taken out another model. Inquisitor forcing him off eventually is going to try and recap this north side. Blues have some gens here. Blues also have the central VP and the Warp Spiders doing what he does best, teleporting in to decap Red's natural VP. Scout shooting up this node. Edtjuh having a bit of trouble at the bottom against this shuriken cannon from ccXIII. He can use the Kadashan's grenade launcher to disrupt it, but whether he'll be able to get into range in time is another matter. Usually just able to set up again. Kadashan's also on the field for Dirkradix. That was a Hammer of the Witches and grenade launcher on those tacks. Doesn't take out a model though. They are forced off. Double scouts, double tacks for Spirit then. 456 plays 424, triple cap for blue, thanks to the annoying Warp Spider who forces off the Guardsman. He levels to 2. Sentinel very low on health, being repaired by Guardsmen, which are in turn being disrupted by the Force Commander. Lord General trading fire with the scouts as they both cap stuff in the centre. Has his sergeant retinue member, which allows him to distribute medipacks. Also has his carapace armor, countering the shuriken cannon suppression. Doesn't counter its damage, of course, as you get close to it. Double Guardians, pretty nasty range damage against those guardsmen. Catachans are suppressed. Haven't lost a model yet. Do now, trying to desperately cap Blue's natural VP. Shuriken Cannon needs to be a bit closer to do more damage. Catachans lose 2 models and retreat. These Guardians may be looking for a retreat grenade. CC-13 is fantastic at retreat grenades, and that was a pretty good one. 3 models remain. That's expensive reinforcement for Edtjuh. CC-13, the best retreat grenade artist I've seen in this game. When he plays Eldar in a way, which he's very good at. Catachan's forced off the north. Didn't level. Force Commander is level 1, charging around with his artificial armor, making him a bit tougher. Zerq lost one of his Guardians squads then. Has the Power Fist building. Maybe he expects Ogryns or a Chimera from Dirkradix. Force Commander's forced off though. Hammer of the Witches and Ground Pound. Here come double tacks and double scouts. Can shoot the Inquisitor to bits. Kraken bolts popped, even though the Inquisitor doesn't have heavy armor. Since she's a commander, she has commander armor. Kraken bolts does boost DPS a fraction against all targets, since their refire rate is reduced. Looks like Blues are going to take center thanks to the shuriken cannon scaring off these guardsmen. 413 plays 353. Edtjuh goes tier 2 last. Autarch cooldown misses though. Sub-commander for Eldar fights melee by default. Can jump around, very mobile, very quick on her feet. Armed with a power sword and a shuriken pistol by default. In melee with Catachans, which is not the best idea. If she doesn't have her shield, she'll lose a lot of health. Inquisitor dies thanks to a power fist to the face. Also has his teleporter, so he's pretty tough, pretty mobile, and pretty decent in combat. Catachans have their sergeant, that's that melter gun you can see firing. Judgment went off on these tactical marines, but the Inquisitor's dead, so she can't complete the skill. 413 plays 308, 2-0 cap. Red's lost a natural. Red's under the cosh here. Inquisitor's down. Lord General would take a long time to go over there and revive, so he tries to just decap this VP, telling Dirkradix to ignore the north and concentrate on VPs. 413 plays 279. Blues take Red's natural thanks to Guardians. Inquisitor back on her feet. Has her Inferno pistol, which is that judgment that you can see going off. Here we have a rocket run. It's going to force off that shuriken. Might take out a model or two. Took out one model, pretty lucky. And is taken out, in fact, by the last barrage. That's pretty unlucky for CC-13. Nothing he could do about it. Retreated as soon as he saw it. Here comes the power fist wielding Force Commander. We have the sniper rifle on the Lord General. Force Commander doesn't want to get involved, is forced off. Here comes Dirkradix to reinforce the center. Orc Spider Exarch and Autarch has her Executioner Spear. Want to decap and then cap that power node. Ouch. Oh, reliable, giving some tactical marines there. Tactical marines get away with a member each. Quite a lot of requisition to reinforce there. Here comes Edtjuh to defend this power. Autarch really trying to decap it. Falcon destroying the generators. Transport and reinforcement point for Eldar. Very nice damage. Fire on my target used. You see the range these guardsmen have now. Able to outrange this shuriken cannon, which is forced off. Again, the battle flares up in the north. Assault marines on the field for Spirit. Jump infantry that disrupt when they land. Have their sergeant fighting melee. Manticore strike, forcing a full retreat from these tactical marines. That was Dirkradix's Manticore. Heavy artillery. Sentinel just surviving, level 2 now. There you see the Inferno pistol shooting at the scouts, forcing him off. Judgment has gone off on an assault marine. Need to wait 20 seconds to actually judge the target. Ogren's on the field for Edtjuh. Powerful tier 2 infantry do huge damage to all targets. Falcon needs to be careful here. A bit slow to move it, ccXIII. They are now suppressed, in fact locked into place by entangling web. Warp Spiders called in a global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch. Fantastic ranged infantry that can teleport. Huge amounts of damage they do. Artillery strike. Forcing again a full retreat from the tactical marines. Yet to have their sergeant or an upgrade. 2-1 cap for red. 287 plays 261. Inquisitor died again under this building. Scouts now capping up the north. Plasma guns on these guardsmen, as you'd expect, up against marines. Edtjuh pushing south again, taking tons of damage. Push up the shield given to him by the Commissar retinue member. Ouch, Falcon takes 2 of the rockets and almost goes down there. Here come the Ogryns. Autarch needs to get out of there and leaps away, healing the shuriken cannon and herself. Guardians fix the Falcon. All of this stuff suppressed. Lord General was forced off so he can't use stand firm. Inquisitor dies again. Is that the 3rd time? 2-1 cap for red then. Blues have the rest of the map though, pretty much. Have the north, have the south. Reds have this power point. Warp Spider Exarch teleports in and decaps center. Assault Marines jump these guardsmen. Merciless strike. Nope. No sign of it. Manticore strike forcing off scouts. Tactical Marines just move away this time. Judgment goes off on these scouts. Ouch. Oh, reliable. What's that? Looks like it took out their own guardsmen from the Catachans. And that guardsman squad is completely wiped by assault marines. 2-3-4 plays 2-5-7. Power Fist Force squad are now going after these Catachans. We see a demolition charge placed on Red's natural. Force Commander and Autarch are going to take out this Manticore, no doubt about it. There's a shotgun blast. Force Commander just needs to get one more hit and then needs to retreat the hell out of there. Ogryn is doing tons of damage to him. Ogryns are very quick on their feet as well, more than you'd expect. Hammer of the Witches doesn't finish off the Force Commander, he's in full flight now. Anti-Boss Strike. This is Edges. Dirkradix has lost tons of stuff. Lord General all the way up on the north side now, capping. 234 plays 230. Very close. Tier 3 for Dirkradix. Spirit indicating that he's close to getting Terminators, which would be very, very, very bad news. Warp Spiders have their Exarch, now getting aspects of the Warp Spider. Falcon has its shield, making it a very, very tough vehicle in Tier 3. Tactical Marines up against Plasma wielding Guardsmen. All reliable, knocking back this entire group of units. There's a creeping barrage. This is bad, bad, bad news. Looks like they've retreated in time. They have, completely avoiding it. Global ability of the Lord General there. Autarch forces off these Ogrins. Down to 2 members. 2, 3, 4 plays 1, 9, 2. Dirk or Spirit floating tons of resources, waiting for the zeal for Terminators, and now has it. Don't think he's noticed yet. Now he has. Here come Assault Terminators or Terminators. It is Terminators. Have Power Fists and Storm Bolters. Blue's taking back the middle. Ogrins on the way for Dirkradix. Assault Cannon on the Terminator squad. Not sure what the Falcon is trying to do here. Lord General trying to block its path. Getting rear armor hits from the Ogrins. They are entangled by ccXIII. Falcon needs to keep moving though. Now covered by a Shuriken Cannon. Blue's sitting pretty in the middle with Spirit. He has Terminators, Assault Marines, and double Tactical Marines, as well as double Scouts, and a fully kitted out Force Commander. That's going to be pretty difficult to dislodge for Dirkradix. Ogrins down to 2 members. Dirkradix has Ogrins of their own. Can't see Red Team coming back into this really. 2 very good players, but Spirit just has an insane force on the field. Guardsmen forced off. Down to 6 members. They will reinforce very quickly. Catachans have infiltrated since they've been idle. Assault Marines jumping the Inquisitor. Judgment went off on something. There's a Manticore strike, well dodged by Spirit. Ogrins forced off. Inquisitor also in retreat. We've lost the indicator for her. 2 demolition charges at Red's natural. Creeping barrage. No, it's a rocket run. Don't think any models were lost. Terminators, of course. Shrug it off. Shuriken Cannon just getting away there. Ogrins forced off in the end. Here comes a Las Cannon heavy weapon squad trying to deal with that Falcon, which has been a real pain for Edtjuh on that south side. Force Commander went down, chasing something to base, I think. 234 plays 112. Blues just can't hold the natural for long. Hold the center for long, sorry. Something always comes and decaps it. Catachans also decapping their natural. Avatar on the way for ccXIII. Lost his Warp Spiders. Tacticals forced off by Catachans, who try and force melee, don't get a single hit off. Now in a ranged fight with Terminators, not where they want to be. The Inquisitor puts off judgment on the scouts. She's not going to be able to judge them though. Assault Marines in melee and Terminators firing, and the Inquisitor goes down again. Manticore, Edtjuh's Manticore this is. More Ogryns on the field for Dirkradix. Avatar 3/4 of the way. Bonehead leader on the Ogryns. Edtjuh's gonna push, has no chance against this stuff though. There's a Hell Fury strike from the Inquisitor, one of her global abilities. And that's a Manticore on top of it. Nothing was hit. Ogryns rushing in from Dirkradix. A second Ogryn squad right behind him. Scouts forced off. Avatar is on the field. Falcon chasing this Manticore, getting rear armor hits. Warp Spider Exarch trying to block it. I think it's going to go down, and does. It's all over for red. 2-2 on cap. 2-3-1 plays 73. Where is the Avatar? It's coming center. Super unit for Eldar. Fights melee. Hugely powerful. Reinforcement drop by the Lord General. Hugely useful ability. Reinforcing all of this stuff. There's Whale of Doom. Mostly dodged. We'll hit the Catachans. Falcon support. We have Ogryns coming in. Avatar needs to be careful here. Buffs surrounding allies. There are no allies around it. There's Wrath of Cain. Ogryns move away. Still take a hit though. D cannon in the center from ccXIII artillery unit. Huge amount of range. There's a singularity. Avatar in melee with Ogryns. 2 Ogryn squads in fact. Singularity. Ouch. Tons of damage. Good grief. Took out an entire Catachans or Guardsman squad I think. 2-3-1 plays 53. Both red commanders in the center. Falcon shooting at the Inquisitor, who is not moving here. Now she is. Catachans retaking red's natural. Warp Spider was killed for decapping it. Blues are going to push back with Spirit here, retake the center, and it's going to be GG. Another Autarch called down from Spirit. Triple Ogryns coming to push the center. Force Commander trying to revive the Warp Spider. In melee with Ogryns, there's a Wailing Doom. Hit the Assault Marines, they couldn't jump out in time. Bane Wolf dropped by Dirkradix. Final push from the red team here. Warp Spider dies. Force Commander doing well against those 2 Ogryn squads though. Force Commander is level 7. Level 5 General, level 4 Inquisitor. Bane Wolf dies very quickly. Level 7 Warp Spider Exarch. And that's conceded by the red team. Fantastic play by blue. Held the north well and the center. Edtjuh did pretty well south, but it was eventually overrun by this Shuriken, which he had trouble dealing with. And the Falcon, of course, which was huge for blue. Level 4 it got to. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.